Surrounding 457 visas, and you use language like foreigners taking Aussie jobs. Aren't you yourself guilty of the sort of dog whistle politics that you've accused your political opponents of?
Certainly not. I'm just making a very simple point, which is that jobs in Australia are there to be filled by Australians. The purpose of 457 visas is if we have short-term temporary labour shortages, that is skill shortages, we fill them from overseas. In my view, that's the appropriate use of the program. If it's being used for any other purpose, then it's not the right thing to do, and it's not giving the appropriate priority to Australian jobs. So I believe in putting Aussies first when it comes to employment opportunities in our nation. I want to make sure that Australians have the chance to get the skills and training they need so that they can seize job opportunities. Of course, from time to time, businesses will face genuine skill shortages and look to fill them from overseas, but it shouldn't be for any broader purpose than that. The use of the 457 visa program is to give people short-term visas to fill short-term skill shortage needs. Now, if we're operating that program for a purpose other than temporary needs, then in my view, we're not doing the right thing.
But you're not really leading by example on this one, are you? Let's look at your communications director. He's currently on a 457 visa. Was there no Australian that could fill that position?
Oh look, this is a little sideshow debate started by the opposition. All of my staff have met all of the regulatory and other requirements for working in my office. It's not that concerns people walking here on the streets of Parramatta.
This is an issue though. I mean, you're advocating local people getting local jobs. Why did you have to look overseas?
Oh look, it's one of those distraction issues, and it's not the main game, and I'm not going to get involved in it. The issue for Australians here is about putting Australian workers first and making sure our training system is right.
How much were the unions behind this crackdown on 457 visas?
The national interest is behind this crackdown. It's in the national interest to put Australian jobs first.
We've seen Pauline Hanson come out in support of your stance on 457 visas. How does that sit with you, that someone who's known to have quite extremist views on migration is endorsing your point of view?
Well, that's a matter for her.
Well, it's more than a matter for her, isn't it? It's a matter for you and your party. You have criticised her as being extremist in the past, and if she's endorsing your views, voters no doubt associate you with her views as well.
Well, my views are right. I believe in putting Australian jobs first, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to have a 457 visa program that is being used not for proper purposes, and we have cracked down on that in the past, and we will continue to crack down on it in the future. That's what 457s are for. That should only be done when we cannot meet those skill needs in our economy, and it shouldn't be an excuse to not provide Australians with appropriate training opportunities.
Well, you are certainly here to hear some of the views of the people of Western Sydney. When are you going to step out from some of these stage-managed events and actually get out amongst the people in the streets and hear some uncensored, real views of voters here?
I've been hearing uncensored, real views, and once again, this is a bit of media flim-flam, and I'm not going to get involved in it. I've been meeting people, I've been listening to what they're saying to me. Of course, I want to hear their views. People are at liberty to say anything that they want. I've sat this morning with community members talking about community safety. They had the opportunity to say anything that was on their mind. I've met with people in a variety of circumstances over the last few days where they were at liberty to raise any issue with me that they wanted to.
Well, tell us, how has it gone? Have you managed to hold on, do you think, to even the most rusted on voters? They haven't corroded off yet?
I'll leave the political commentary to the political commentators. I'll get on with my job as Prime Minister, and what that means is, yes, I do come and talk to communities. I spent a comparable amount of time in southeastern and central Queensland last year. I was in Hobart talking about jobs, 750 new jobs on Friday. I'll be travelling, of course, as I always have, as Prime Minister and as a Member of Parliament, to listen to communities, to talk to communities and to govern for communities. That's what I'm doing here, and that's what I'll keep doing.